So with our friends at Ally Financial, it's important to talk about why money matters in the women's game.
Well, let's just get straight to it. Are you making more money now than when you played the soccer?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful. So
But like,
keep it coming, guys. So don't stop. I'm open for business. Just in the most professional way.
Zan.
That was Zan.
That was Zan, not Ally. That was Zan.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about kind of that landscape, because obviously I'm sure you remember when Abby Wambach stood on the stage with both Kobe and I think Peyton at the ESPYs, and she said the realities of our retirements look very different based on, you know, obviously the amount of money they were both leaving the sport with.
Right.
Like, talk about what that's like right now, currently, like in our landscape of sports.
Yeah, it's difficult because you work your entire life and you try to provide for yourself and your family and you keep a roof over your head, and this is your livelihood. This is like how you move day to day, and you try to save as much as you can, and you know, you have to prep for, unfortunately, when you retire, you have to prep for the next job.
Yeah.
It's like you already have to have that in your mind. Like, what am I going to do when I retire? I got to like start working now. It's getting close.
Yeah.
You know, you have a few years, you got to start setting yourself up and think about the next step, because you could get there and then it's like a lot of our former teammates have struggled because you get to the end and then you're like, oh, well, now what am I going to do? How am I going to make money? Am I going to go, I don't know, just like move into the next phase or passion? And it's not that easy because the transition's so difficult from only doing one thing for like 30 some years. And that's like all you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I'm not saying
that's so
that.
different than like what people think when they think about sports, right? Like
Yeah.
you're preparing while you're playing for your next career.
Right.
And you are being valued higher now,
Right.
which you are incredibly valuable. I get it. But then when you were playing and you're one of the best players in the entire world, and that just shows to me that the game itself is not valued.
Yeah. I mean, now we see, you know, a little bit of change.
It's changing.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yeah. We want it to be more rapid than the change. We want the change to be so much more rapid than it actually is in the moment. But like, it's getting there. And I think because of the work that you have done, we as a team, I know, but spend so many more hours than I did doing that. I was like, yay, I'm here for support. What do you need? Do you need some drinks? Do you need some snacks? I'll be right outside the door. Like, you know, yeah, of course, we all share that. And like, you know, but I'm just, I'm, you know, all jokes aside, like with all that work that we put in and then having to win on top of that.
Yep.
And then now continuing the work because it'll never be done. Like on your show, on other shows, in my, you know, profession now, we're continuously talking about equal pay and the disparity between, you know, us and our male counterparts, and just with everything. I mean, merchandise and, you know, just pay between players and then pay between clubs and salary caps here and then NIL and, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's almost exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, I feel that something that's super obvious but not said enough is that we are playing and we actually are worried about money. It actually detracts from us being able to do our job because we also have to think about money. And yeah, we not everyone in women's sports, but like we made enough money where we weren't excruciatingly stressed about it, but we still were financially planning and planning for a second career, et cetera, et cetera. And that is just working against the game. And so part of this segment, we want to celebrate making money. And we want to destigmatize the idea like that we as women can make money. So my next question for you is, what is the most expensive purchase you've ever made?
My house, probably.
And why was it important for you to buy that for yourself?
To provide for my family and you know, I bought it with my ex, so at that time we were just about to get married, and so that was like gonna be, you know, home base, and we wanted to have something together that was like ours, and that could create, you know, space for, you know, kids potentially at that time. And so yeah, that was probably the biggest purchase I made. And then just me alone, when I, you know, would treat myself,
Yeah,
a
let's
little
hear the
retail
splurge.
therapy moment. I don't know. I probably went to like Prada and bought like,
The
I don't know,
store.
like $10,000 worth of stuff. Like,
Oh my God,
just-
that is some serious
We love
retail
to
therapy.
yeah, something like, I don't know. I was just like on one. I wasn't myself, clearly. I probably returned half of it.
No, you didn't.
But in the moment,
It
it's
was
like
Anne.
a dopamine hit. It was like, this is going to make me happy for 2 minutes, and I'm going to take
Oh
it.
my God, I love that.
And you can
Retail
send it to my
therapy
house.
is real.
I know.
You know, I was like, you can send it to my house, and I will get, I don't know, less tax. I don't know. something.
I love the feeling when you buy something that you shouldn't, and it's like
Yeah.
you get the feeling of doing something really bad.
Yes. And then
It's
you're
so
like,
good.
and then you're driving home, and you're like,
Ah,
okay,
yeah.
well. But no, it's fun in the moment.
Yeah, Allie, what a treat. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I just love talking and hanging, and I miss you a lot.
Yeah,
We
we miss,
miss
you.
you too.
So
And you
thank
know, I
you.
love just like sleepovers at your house.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You're like, are you
I'm like, do
still
you
here?
need anything? You're like, no, I'm good on the couch. Like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you sure you don't want to go to the bed? You're like, no, I'm good. This is great. Just give me a blanket. I'm like, okay. Like, you're just very, yeah.
Well, like a phoenix, Allie Krieger.
She'll rise.
Want more of the recap show? Never miss an episode by subscribing on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.